Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clarington Kia, where it's your experience, your way, every day, online and in store. And talk about in store, look at this. This is a 2022 Kia Seltos SX Turbo. Unbelievable find. This has less than 1,000 kilometers on it. So let's jump in to our full walk around presentation on this Seltos. So starting up front, what's under the hood? A 1.6 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Amazing fuel economy out of a 1.6 turbo for sure, but we do have 175 horsepower to push this compact SUV around. That's tons of power. And then it's also connected to a dual clutch 7-speed automatic transmission, which means it's going to be super fun to drive, but it's also going to again increase that fuel efficiency for you with the dual clutch automatic setup. It's a fantastic transmission. I just encourage you to come and drive it and try it yourself. That dual clutch is very, very better, for lack of a better term, than a traditional automatic transmission. Now, starting up front, let's take a look at how incredible the light setup is on this Seltos. Right from the side, you can see that nice brushed aluminum trim flowing right across the front bumper, and then these LED daytime running lights. The LED headlights right there shining in your eye. That nice LED turn signal, and then the LED fog lights. Talk about LEDs. But these are the bright, bright lights that you see from the BMW, Mercedes, Porsches, all in your rear view mirror, and they have them here on this Seltos to keep everything safe and illuminated for you at nighttime driving. Now, talk about illuminated, we also have this nice little LED strip right across the front grille. And then look at the detail that they have in this aluminum trim. Those nice little ridges there, the black, piano black front grille. And then as I back out, you see that brushed aluminum trim down below. We have the new Kia emblem as well on the front. This thing has presence, 100%. And talking about presence, the steel gray paint on this is the nicest paint I've seen on a Kia so far. It literally looks like it is steel. It's got this nice finish to it. It's just incredible. When I was washing the car, I couldn't believe the shine it had, especially when it was wet. Now, taking a look here, we've got these SX Turbo exclusive 18-inch front wheels. Really kind of nice, chunky looking wheels. They're gonna look great in motion. And of course, we have that Kia center cap there with the little red accent. Just kind of splits that apart and really gives it a bit of a pop. Taking a look at the side profile, a nice height to the vehicle. It probably stands, if I'm guessing, around 5 feet tall, right? Really nice height. I love the raked roof. It is a subcompact SUV, but is the biggest subcompact SUV in its class. So you are not lacking any kind of space in the back, which of course we're gonna get to in just a few moments. Now, swinging around the back, let's take a look at these rear taillights here, which wrap around all the way from the back to the rear. LED taillights as well. The big thing with LED lights, this is why I keep on stressing it, is they react quicker than a regular bulb. And what that means is it's a great rear safety feature, because of course the faster that brake light comes on means people behind you get that kind of notification quicker to stop sooner. And of course, LED lights last a heck of a lot longer than a regular bulb. You can see that nice Seltos badge there, the brushed aluminum trim along the back of the trunk, LED reverse lights too, so super bright at night. And then you can see those reflector cutouts below the lights, which look really nice, really kind of sculpted into the side there. And then we've got some more aluminum, brushed aluminum trim. They almost look like exhaust cutouts down there, but they're not. It's just part of that design of the rear bumper. Now let's open up the back and give you a look at the interior space back here. Tons of room. This is a subcompact, but it's got room of like a regular kind of traditional SUV. You've got lots of room. You've got some height. You could definitely put some luggage back here if you're going to the airport or the cottage. It has this cover up top, which obviously raises and lowers as you open the trunk. And then we have a split folding rear seat as well. So if you want to put some longer items in there, you can fold that down and do so. And let's fold down our trunk and continue our tour. I'm not seeing anything on here to tell you about damage. No dings, no dents, no scratches, no chips, nothing. Now, taking a look at this side here, I do want to show you the roof rails here. Nice brushed aluminum roof rail, and then look at the detail at the back as we come around here. It's got that nice little kind of cutout. It's gonna make things tying down a lot easier, but also gives it kind of that unique design. And then swinging it back, let's go take a look and come around to the front again. Now, we're gonna jump into the back seat, and I wanna show you the rear passenger setup, then we'll jump into the front seats, and we'll go with some of the amazing features there. So one thing I did notice here that I really like is this handle. This is a brushed aluminum handle, which I would never expect on the Seltos. I keep saying that because the Seltos is their entry-level SUV. This is not like a Telluride or, you know, in a big expensive vehicle. This is their entry level, but it's got features that you would figure would be on an $80,000 SUV. So I keep on making mention of that for that specific reason. And now take a look at these rear seats. These are really nice in the sense that, look, they even have some bolstering here. So you have those raised ridges, pardon me, where you kind of center yourself in and it hugs you really nice and tight. Perforated seats, it has that contrast stitching. Really nice. Now, another feature that I got to point out back here is right here in that center console, we have those vents and then a USB port down below as well. And never underestimate having vents in the rear. What it's going to do is it's going to keep those back passengers even that much more comfortable with the air and heat coming back there through those vents. And then look at the detail that they put even on the rear passenger door panel. That piano black look with the brushed aluminum finish, and then heated seats in the rear as well. I mean, we are talking luxury features in a Kia Seltos. I'm so super impressed with this vehicle. Now let's hop in to the front and let's show you how these front seats look. No surprise, just as nice. If we look up, we do have a power sunroof too in the SX Turbo model. But these front seats here, bigger bolsters than the rear, of course, perforated leather, heated and cooled seats. That's right, so they are air conditioned as well. And a power seat too, which again, you don't normally see in this class of vehicle. They've outdone themselves as far as features are available. And again, we have that same nice brushed aluminum treatment here. We have the soft leather pad for your arm. And then we have a little Easter egg here, the Bose stereo system. Amazing audio here. And even a little tweeter up top. And then over here, we've got some knee pad controls. So we've got this here, which is auto engine idle off, or auto stop and go off. Everybody names it differently. But what that means is that in stop and go traffic or at a street light, the engine will shut off just to save you some additional fuel. You can turn that on or off if you like, obviously, because if you'd like, you know, some people don't like that feature, but whatever, to each their own, there is that available option. Now, jumping in here, let's look at the setup we have. We've got a nice leather wrapped heated steering wheel, and it's also a D steering wheel. So it's a flat bottom wheel, which I love. If you've never driven with a flat bottom steering wheel, it's so much nicer. I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels that much better when you're turning. I'm gonna turn off these hazards. I had them on just so you could see the turn signal lights. Now on the steering wheel, we have obviously all our controls here for the radio and your Bluetooth. And then over here, we have our cruise control, which is an adaptive cruise control. So what that means is if you set cruise at 120 and there's somebody in front of you doing 110, which always happens, the Seltos will slow down, match the speed. And then when that car moves out of the way, it goes back up to your cruising speed. Now, there are literally a plethora of safety features on this Seltos. I am not going to attempt to explain all of them to you. There is a link in the right-hand corner of this video. Click on that. It will take you to Kia's page where they explain all of their amazing safety features, and every single one is available on this Seltos, okay? So just to list the important ones though, we do have forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. That's going to prevent any kind of, or not prevent, but we're going to hopefully prevent, keyword hopefully, prevent any kind of front end collisions by means of, if you don't get on the brakes and there's someone stopping in front of you, it will actually grab the brakes for you. You can bring it right to a stop. So that is a preventative safety feature, which is something that is so crucial to have on your vehicle. We have blind spot warning with blind spot assist. We have lane departure warning with lane keep assist. So, you know, it's going to keep you nice and centered in the lane, not allow you to make any lane changes when there's a car in your blind spot, of course. And then we have this feature here, which this one I love. It is called, I'm looking for it, sorry. I have a list. I never keep a list, but I have a list because there's so much on this car. The feature that I want to talk to you about is highway drive assist. And this is a game changer. You've heard of Tesla having autopilot. Well, this is almost like that. This is their semi-autonomous driving system. And the short form version of it uses that adaptive cruise control on the highway to keep you spaced from the car in front. But then it also uses the camera up here behind this rear view mirror, and it keeps you centered in the lane. So that way you don't have to put driving input into the steering wheel. It will just automatically keep you centered in the lane. You might see some people putting their hand down here on their knees. It's not recommended by Kia. However, people are going to do that. The wheel will require you to put input back into the steering wheel every 15 to 30 seconds to make sure that you're alert and awake and basically paying attention. But it is a fantastic system when you're driving on the highway. You have no idea how much input you put into the steering wheel, just even going straight. Just these little kind of adjustments actually give you driver fatigue. Whereas if you can just let the Kia do it itself, it's so much nicer. So again, take a look. I will try to link something up here on the right-hand corner again to show you a demonstration of that in the Seltos, that highway driving assist. Amazing feature. Let's move on. There's a lot to talk about. I mean, for a subcompact SUV, I'm thoroughly impressed. I can't believe how much we have to talk about on this car. Let's take a look at our gauges. So we have a nice big digital display here, analog gauges on the side. I'm okay with that. The digital gauges here really give you a ton of information. Fuel economy, ignore the 9.5. This is, again, you can see 291 kilometers on the car. Like, there's nothing on this. That will get much better as we drive it and kind of, you know, open up that engine. Fuel economy, all your trip information is there, of course. Your normal drive mode, your eco drive mode, I think they call it smart in this one. Let's actually, you know what, let's see what the drive modes are. So right here is your drive mode button. Let's see. So right now we're in smart. And then, oh, that's not the drive mode. My apologies. See, I'm learning. Drive mode, the one that says drive mode. So let's toggle that, and we've got sport mode, normal, smart. There we go. Smart obviously is going to be the most fuel efficient. Normal is normal, and then sport mode is unlocking all the potential of that 1.6 turbo that we have. All right, now let's back up here and let's take a look at the center cluster. I'm just going to pan down to give you a complete look at this because they've done a beautiful job at the, whoa, gimbal just freaked out. They do a beautiful job on the center stack here, that shifter, everything. So let's talk about what we have. We have a 10.25 inch touchscreen display. So 10.25 inches, the latest and greatest from Kia. Now, of course, there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you have to plug in for this. This is not a wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto situation because it has this 10.25 inch screen. So that's why what you're gonna have is you're gonna have your Apple CarPlay over here, and you're still gonna have a separate display over here. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Don't be annoyed that you have to plug in. It makes so much better use of this screen. Now, of course, if you're unfamiliar with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it basically takes the screen and mimics what's on your phone. It allows you to access Siri, so you can use all your voice to text. You can text message people back just using your dictation. You can say like, hey mom, be home in a minute. You also have your Spotify, your Waze, everything that's compatible with Android Auto will now pop up, and you can really kind of use a lot of your phone functions right here from this display. It's fantastic. Now, we've got it on the navigation system here. Let's find, where's our home button? Let's go here. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. So home button here. So we've got your Navi, you've got your phone, projection, voice memo. You've even got your climate control here in the display, gives you kind of that nice little thing. We've got sound mood lamp. This is pretty neat. So, oops, back over here. So you can change the interior ambient lighting of the car. They've got a whole bunch of different modes. It's hard to show in the daylight, so you'll just have to trust me that you can have a little bit of fun with the interior if you like that kind of cool stuff. I do. It's neat. Just change the color. It just kind of gives it a refresh on the interior every now and then, right? Got all your media here. And then UVO. So let's talk about UVO really quickly. UVO is Kia's connected app. And what that is of course, the Kia comes with a remote starter. Did I show you that yet? I probably didn't show you that yet. Let's have a look here. So the Kia comes with a remote start. It's actually got a really nice kind of updated key for 2022. So here's your Kia key, new emblem on there. That's the remote start in the center. And then your lock, unlock, and panic down the side of it. But you don't necessarily need that, because with this Kia, you get a 3-year subscription to the Kia Connected app. And what that does is you get an app on your phone. You have to picture a phone. You get an app on your phone, and it allows you to unlock, lock, remote start the vehicle, turn the climate control on. You know, it's going to tell you if the windows are down. It's going to tell you if there's maintenance that's due on the vehicle in the UVO app. It'll tell you, you know, due for an oil change soon, due for a brake service soon. It also will display the location of the vehicle. So, I mean, I've had it once or twice where I've been like, oh shoot, where did I park? Because I got out of the car so quickly. I was excited to go where I was going, forgot where I parked. So it's going to pull up a GPS map and show you where you parked your car. It also has your distance till empty, even something so small, to show you how much fuel you have left in your tank and how far you can drive with that. So if you're running late in the morning, you're like, oh shoot, did I fill up? How far can I go? You can at least check that to kind of gauge your time. It's a complete suite of connectivity to your vehicle through your smartphone, and it is very, very similar to the Tesla connected app that they have. I keep on mentioning it, like what a compliment to Kia that we're mentioning Tesla in the same sentence as this Seltos, guys. So yeah, just, you know, take that as you will, but this is a phenomenal vehicle, and that Kia Connected app really will do all that. So it's a great feature, and again, it is included for 3 years with this Seltos. Now, let's digress forward. So we've got all of your tactile buttons here, which is important. A lot of people still like that manual volume control. That's cool. I'm good with that. Your navigation's here. Everything's right here. So that way, if you don't want to use the touchscreen all the time, you do have the controls here. Sliding down here, we've got your single zone climate control. That's one of the things where this Seltos obviously shows its true colors, in the sense of it is still a entry-level SUV. Normally you would have dual climate control. This Seltos has single climate control. So that's one of those little hints that it's still entry-level, right? But the features and bang for buck, whew, unbelievable. Now, sliding down here, I don't know if you can see that, but let's try to zoom in here. Oh, it's not working. Zooming in, that is your wireless charger. So it keeps your cell phone tucked down, out of sight, you know, resisting the urge to go and grab it and send that text. But of course, plug your phone in there to your USB port, and then you've got your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay already active. There's another port under here under that little cover, right? But I mean, that little wireless charger is kind of a game changer too. It makes it nice, keeps everything out of the way, and then a little junk container there. Let's back up. And I love this center shifter. It's, again, just a little thing, but I love this. Here's your drive mode, which I thought was on the wheel, but it's not. Your heated and cooled seats, right? So we can have them air conditioned or heated, which is fantastic, especially in the summer or the winter time. Your heated steering wheel, of course. Over on the passenger side, there's your heated and cooled seats. We have the all-wheel drive lock, should you need to use that if you get into a little sticky situation. And then downhill descent control. I don't really use that, but that's cool. It's there. You can use it. Electronic parking brake with auto hold. Auto hold parking brake is fantastic. At a stoplight, you're going to pull up, you're going to stop the car, and then you're going to be sitting there, and if it's one of those dumb stoplights that takes forever, if you have auto hold engaged, you can take your foot off the brake pedal. It'll hold those brakes there, and then when you want to move forward, just use the accelerator and it moves forward. It releases the brakes for you. Really nice, convenient feature to have for sure. So let's take a quick pan of the interior. Again, some nicer soft touch stuff up here, which you wouldn't necessarily expect. That nice door treatment. And then let's take a look at those back seats again. Right, they're looking fantastic. But I mean, I don't know if I've expressed enough how incredible this Seltos is. This is really just bang for buck. They've knocked it out of the park. And if there's something else you need in a vehicle, you're gonna have to spend a lot more, because you're gonna have to go up to another different type of vehicle. But what else could you possibly want from a compact SUV that you don't get in here? I drop a line in the comments. What's it missing? I'd love to hear from everybody say, you know what, it's missing this feature. Just prove me wrong in the comments, please. I'm asking for it. Go at it. But folks, this is available here at Clarington Kia. It is a one-of-a-kind store. It's your experience your way. You can purchase this vehicle entirely online if you would like. Call us, email us, use any of the widgets like our trade-in appraisal vehicle, our calculate your payments vehicle. Everything will connect you to our amazing sales team here, and they can have this vehicle wrapped up in a nice, neat little bow and delivered to your doorstep, just like if you're on Amazon Prime, or if you prefer to come here and do it the old-fashioned way, do it. No big deal. We're right here in Bowmanville, off of Bowmanville Ave. It's so hard to miss us off the 401. And then you can take this out for yourself and experience this amazing Seltos with that turbocharged engine, that dual clutch transmission, which is so amazing on this vehicle. And then to even further add that kind of cherry on top, this Seltos comes with Kia's 10-year warranty. That's right, we have a 10-year warranty on this Seltos, just so that way this can be your very last car, or one of your very last cars, and last you 10 years full coverage, so that way you just have peace of mind owning this Kia. For all the details on that warranty and everything else we talked about, please reach out to our team here at Clarington Kia, get all the details, and make this Seltos your own. I'd love to hear from you. If you bought this Seltos and you watch this video, come back, drop us a comment and let us know how much you love the car, how much you loved our team here at the store. That's what the comment section is for, is let us know how amazing this vehicle is and how much you loved the experience here at Clarington Kia. Thank you for watching. 20 minutes later, I hope you have a fantastic understanding of this incredible 2022 Kia Seltos SX Turbo. Take care.